Go ahead, Bob.
Oh, okay. Hey, for both you guys, it's senior day. Josh, I think Sam said you were welcome, but you had a shot to come back. And Stephen, I didn't see you on the list, so I think you have a year left. Is that right?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Well, I guess for both you guys, what does senior day mean? It's kind of changed with the transfer portal. Whether you're trying to help the seniors win or maybe you're senior yourself, just what does senior day mean to you guys?
I mean, for me personally, it's just an opportunity to get out in front of the home crowd one last time, and we haven't given the home performance this year that we would have liked to, and so just to get out there one more time and try to change that narrative, try to give the fans something to cheer for. It's big for me, and like you said, I do have another year. I haven't decided one way or the other. I'm just focused on finishing out the season strong. I'm focused on Louisiana Tech this week. But I mean, I've talked about it with my wife, just given my situation, and we both agree that God has a plan for us, and we're just trying to figure out what He's calling us to do. Yeah,
Stephen, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I think senior day is just a great opportunity to honor the guys that have been here for a while, especially the ones that have been here since day one as freshmen coming in,
Mhm.
and any transfers that are finishing off their career, one last time at the home team and the home game, the team they're playing for. And I do think that, with this being the last home game, I think it's just like you said, like we haven't been performing well at home like we would have hoped to. I think it's just a good way to end off on the right
Mhm.
note, man. Just to, give us like a brighter look going in moving forward into the future, with the way that we plan to play.
Mhm. And I will say that for the guys such as Hudson Clark and Eric Gregory, who have been here for 6 years, who've been through a lot of ups and downs, this would just be a great opportunity for us to give them a great send off. And I mean, those two, they're close friends of mine. I love playing with them, and I'm hoping that we can give them the senior night that they've always dreamed of.
Okay, thanks, guys.
Tom, go ahead.
Hey guys, I want to ask y'all about Louisiana Tech a little bit. Josh, their defensive numbers are pretty doggone stout. What do you make of that unit?
Yeah, they're a solid unit. They've been playing some good ball these past couple of weeks. I mean, you can look at their record if you want to, but they've been in some close games, some overtime games, and they definitely play better than their record shows. They're a better team. Just given the defensive front that they run, the 3-3 stack with the robber, it definitely is challenging just because it's not a defense that you go against week in and week out. And so we're going to throw some wrinkles in and just we just have to be sound in our assignments and understand what they are trying to present defensively and how we're going to overcome that.
Steven, what kind of scouting report you got on these guys, general?
Like you said, obviously the record is very doesn't really match with the way they play. I think that their offense is pretty good, man. They do a whole lot of different stuff, which is kind of confusing, keep us on our toes, man. We just have to be really good with adjusting. But like we treat any team, man. It's a faceless opponent, man. We're playing ourselves. We're gonna go out there and play to our standard of ball, not to the team that we're playing. We're not gonna play down. We're gonna play up. Just the standard of what we do and how we perform. But I think I have a pretty good scheme, man. We just got to go out there, prepare and play assignment football and play together as one.
Mhm.
Steven, what have you thought of your season as a whole, and would it be within the realm of possibility you would come back?
Well, since I have here, obviously that's a possibility I have to take in consideration. I think for my first year being here in the SEC, man, I think I've done pretty decent, obviously, but I'm hard on myself, obviously I have high expectations, but I think definitely I'm gonna have to really sit down, talk it over with my family and just, see what's best for me, man. And like he said, like, I'm a man of faith, man, see where God wants me to be. And whether that's here at Arkansas or the next level.
You guys made a big move defensively last week, a big improvement from the Ole Miss game. How are you guys feeling going into the last two games of the season?
We're just we're just chopping wood and carrying water, man. Just day in and day out, consistent effort, man, consistent work. Regardless of the result, man, we're just gonna come back and we're gonna go to work. And I think that's just the thing that we've really bought in on is just getting back to work. Because we can sit around here and sulk about getting put up 50 on us against Ole Miss, or we could come back to work and have a pretty good performance against Texas like we did this past week. Regardless of the result. So I think it's just for us just getting back to work.
Hey, Josh, y'all's offense is ranked 11th in the country in total offense, but the scoring isn't quite up there. I'm wondering what might you need to do to maximize scoring opportunities moving ahead?
Yes, sir. We've been an efficient offense, but we shoot ourselves in the foot with just little things. I would say that when you look at scoring offense versus yards per game, it's easy to have a good play, which results in a big gain. It's harder to string 5, 6, 7, 10 plays together that are efficient runs, efficient passes that you march down the field and score. And to do that, you have to be tuned into the little details that you need to make a block on the edge, block inside, catch this route, plant with your right foot going in. I mean, it's a bunch of little things that stack up that result in a touchdown, and that's what we need to be more focused on going forward if we want our yards and our good plays to result in touchdowns.
All right. Hey, my last question. You guys got Jaquindon Jackson back. It looked pretty good last week. I'm wondering, your running back crew, taken as a whole, what do you make of those guys?
They're definitely a solid group. They're hard workers day in and day out. We know that as an offensive line, no matter which running back is back there, if we block well and open up the holes, they're going to hit them hard and get as many yards as they can. So we're confident and excited to see whichever back is running the football, whichever play. We're just excited to see what they do.
Yeah, we got a real versatile group, man. In my opinion, obviously it's biased, but I don't care. I think we're playing against the best running backs in the country here at Arkansas.
Jackson, go ahead.
Hey guys, the last time you played a home game against a non-SEC team, UAB got off to kind of a fast start. You guys got off to a little bit of a slow start. Has that been brought up at all this week, just kind of avoid that maybe slow start against Louisiana Tech?
Yes, sir. Like Steven said earlier, we're playing a faceless opponent. You can't look at the logo, you can't look at the record of the team you're playing. You just have to go out there and play your brand of football. We're trying to live up to the Arkansas standard, and that results in executing on the field. And if we don't live up to that, then we're going to see a similar slow start. And so that's what we're focused on this week, just starting fast and playing our brand of football.
Yeah, man. Piggyback off what you said, like, faces opponent, man, we're just gonna play our standard of ball, man, and our brand of ball. When you go out there, you're not gonna see us playing up or down. You're gonna see us play University of Arkansas football.
Steven, I know, Brad Spence started the season as one of the starting linebackers, and you guys have kind of, the three of you, Sorey and him have kind of split snaps, but Brad's really, getting to the quarterback in recent weeks, doing a lot of pass rushing. How has he maybe developed his game, you think, since the start of the season? And did you kind of feel like before the season he would maybe have this type of impact as a pass rusher?
Yeah, man, Brad, he's a very versatile linebacker. I think that's what he was playing out of high school was a pass rusher. That kind of outside linebacker, Von Miller kind of position. So I think T. Will does a great job with getting him in those positions to use those attributes of his that he's really good at. You know what I'm saying? And pass rush. Because I mean, that's nothing new to us. He's always been a pretty good pass rusher from what I've heard, and you've seen it. With him going against Texas, getting a sack, man. Against Mississippi State. So he's just, I mean, the ceiling's high for him, man. Like he can, do it all from pass rushing to playing linebacker, covering. He's just a versatile linebacker, man. I think that's just how our group is in general.
Yeah, going against him every day in practice definitely makes us a better offensive line. He's a hard hitter. I'll just leave it at that. But he's a hard hitter.
Josh, Sam kind of talked about after the game just that maybe the sacks that y'all gave up against Texas were an issue for the entire offense. It wasn't just one department. What stood out when you've watched film, maybe looking back on that game, of things you can improve right away for this week?
Yeah, just being more assignment sound across the board, especially me, especially. Just we have to know our responsibilities and then execute it. I mean, that's what it comes down to in pass protection.
Thanks, guys.
Daniel, go ahead.
Yeah, it's for both of you. Two more chances to clinch a bowl, a bowl berth for the postseason. Just what does it mean for both of you, and especially for Josh, who, was on last year's team that was not part of postseason play?
Yeah, I mean, getting back to a bowl game, that's ultimately what you play for. That's when you start your season. That's the first goal, is to get bowl eligible, because if you can't get bowl eligible, you can't progress any farther in your goals. And so for me personally, I've never won a bowl game. The last time I went to a bowl was in 2021. And so I'm definitely excited to secure the win and get a bowl berth and see where we end up.
Yeah, I think a bowl game is honestly I think again, a bowl berth here is just, another chance to make memories with your teammates, and just having another opportunity to ride. Because this will be the last time this team will be like together as one. It's going to change next year. And I think also because of senior night, man, sending these teams out the right way, because I think they all deserve a bowl game. Just that experience that we have as a team with, going to wherever we go and, having a good time and playing the game. And I just think it's a chance to have an experience and make memories with each other, because this will be the last time we ever will be together as teammates.
Very true.
And then Josh, piggybacking off Tom's question maybe a little bit, but y'all are kind of middle of the pack in terms of red zone offense. So just maybe what are some of the challenges of specifically finishing drives in the red zone?
Yeah, I would say it comes down to a mentality. You have to will yourself and your team into the end zone. And with that comes all the little details that I've been harping on. You have to execute your assignment and finish your blocks. And that goes across the board. I mean, you have to do your 1/11th of the responsibility for the play. You have to control your own responsibility. And so that's basically what it comes down to. And that's what we need to get better at.
Appreciate it, guys. All the best.
Of course.
Good stuff. See you Saturday.